Hi everyone. It's day 10 of Savvy, Sexy, Social Vlog Every Day in August. And today, what I'm going to talk about in terms of tarot for business and our focus on intentionally where we're going to go with our businesses is today it's all about think fresh. Hi everyone, I'm Alex and this is Tea and Transformation. So okay, let's just jump right into it. So I'm going to show you the card, and part of the reason why we call fresh today is this is the page of rods or the page of wands in traditional decks. And typically, the pages are the first of the court cards, so their energy tends to be young, it tends to be energetic, and it tends to be rather fresh. So that is really the message for today's reading, is to think fresh. So let's just take a look here, because of course, you know, I've got my notes. But anyway, so some of those projects that you've been working on that have sort of been sitting on the back burner and you kind of worked on them a little bit and put them back there. And I know, oh, I got a hair stuck. I know a couple of days ago we talked about how some of those projects that were stalled, these are slightly different. If you didn't have stalled projects, maybe you have projects that you kind of thought about, the time wasn't right, so you put them on the back burner and just kind of left them there. This card is saying that now the energy is such that those projects, this may be the time to resurrect them and move forward with them. So as well, it's if you've been thinking about new strategies but have been a little hesitant about doing them, or they were a little bit outside of your comfort zone, maybe you were going to have to learn a new skill set to really implement a new strategy, now would be the time to do that. It's really, this card is about freshness, newness, excitement, and just kind of a transcendent connection with moving forward. So the other thing is like, there's a message here about follow-up. So if you're in one of those businesses where your sales funnel is working, you're building your email address, you're starting to get your email list, and now you're starting to get returns on that funnel, and you're building your email list, and now it's time to follow up with people, either through email or the dreaded phone call to talk to someone we may not really know. And so this card is also saying that it is time to learn some of those new skills, especially in the area of follow-up. So if talking to your clients is something that looks like a really scary thing for you, or it's just uncomfortable, and you keep putting it off because you don't want to make that phone call because your comfort level is low with that, I would suggest that now is the time to get some coaching on that. I am sure there are some videos here for the VEDA project that are going to be talking or have been talking about how to make those initial first phone calls. My suggestion is, having been in the sales profession for 20 years, is write yourself out a little script and be prepared to adjust that script and then practice it a few times, because you don't want to sound like you're reading it off the page like this, because nobody's going to convert to a sale with that. But to find a way to use that script and to adapt to it, you will notice you're all good salespeople at some point. I am sure this may be just putting it in a different way. But you know when you get on that call that you're going to be able to pick up through someone's voice whether or not you have to adjust your sales script. But that's just a suggestion. But you do need, if that is not an area that you're comfortable with, you need to get skill set training in that. And it doesn't have to necessarily be phone calls, but clearly this card does talk about follow-up in terms of business, work, and building wealth. So you don't want to leave money sitting on the table because you were too uncomfortable to pick up that call or to send that email and to do that follow-up. Because when you leave those follow-ups sitting on the table, you're leaving money on the table. And, you know, that's what we're kind of in business for, is to make a living for ourselves so that we can create and live the life we want. So anyways, now's the time to do that. And I'm going, And the last note I have is whatever it is that you've been holding on to or that is holding you back, and again comes back to comfort level a lot of the time. But whatever that is that's holding you back, it is time to step out boldly. Gather up the courage to just step out and do it, because sometimes just stepping out and doing it is going to alleviate you feeling uncomfortable. You're going to find out you weren't as bad as you thought you were. And in fact, some of you may find out you're really quite good at this. So having things that are holding us back, I mean, we talked about why do you believe what you believe, and, what the hell do you need to do about that? One of the things that you need to do about that is look at those things that are holding you back. Because why would you continue to let that happen if it's impeding the growth of your business? So that's the final word for the day, is don't let that stuff hold you back. If you're uncomfortable about things, go get some training or some coaching or practice. Just get one of your friends to let you practice with them, making cold calls, talking to people you don't know, and keep it fresh, keep it new, keep it exciting. And that's going to go a long way to making your business move forward really quickly. So this is a much shorter video than I'm typically used to doing, but there you go. Maybe that's one of the things about doing this vlogging every day, is that we just get better at it because we do it every day. Anyway, so there you go. Please subscribe. You know where the button is. It's down there. Right next to it is a little bell that will let you know when I'm posting new videos. And I'm not posting just for beta, by the way. I have other videos that I'm putting up, because even though I'm mostly about tarot, sometimes I'm about tech. That having been said, please subscribe. Take a look at my other videos and leave a comment. I just really love to get those comments and feedback about what do you think about the videos that I'm doing about tarot for business. Is it something that you find useful? And, I am considering doing a workshop on how to build the heart into your business so that it takes place on a daily basis. Anyways, give me some feedback. I don't know whether or not that would even have any traction. I think it would, but it might not. So please subscribe, please comment, like the videos, and this is Alex for Teen Transformation on Savvy Sexy Social, vlog every day in August, day 11. See you all tomorrow.